Hello, Breezy Bunch. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having an amazing day or evening wherever you are. I thought we could read some comments on Foodie Beauty's newest Raising Kane's mukbang video. Now, she didn't eat as much as she normally does, so I'm assuming she's going to eat again. She's probably already eating now. But you know what I wanted to talk about? The past 3 mukbangs, I want to say 3 or 4, she hasn't been doing the eye roll foodgasms to let us know how much she's enjoying her food. So I've been wondering, did Salah say something to her? Oh no, those came back today with a vengeance. If you haven't seen the video and you don't want to hear all the food noises, I did edit into a short. Go check it out. Let's read some comments. So Creepy Comfort is up first, and they said, Chantel, I'm worried about your health. It doesn't matter when it's the only thing you've eaten. It's still full of carbs, fat, sugar. Yeah, she's constantly making excuses. I think she mentioned that she's going to be starting a diet again come Monday or something. She's a fool to think that life is just a game you can just play around with. That her life is just a game she could play around with. She's stupid to not take her addiction seriously. I was like that too before, and I had some horrible, horrible wake-up calls. Really bad rock bottoms. I had several. Foodie doesn't take her addiction seriously because it's not a drug or alcohol. But she needs to, because food is a drug to her. For her to keep eating the way she's eating, I hate to say it, but for her to eat the way she's eating is for her to eventually be bedbound or worse. So she can keep making excuses. She can still continue to say, husband, I'm going to start my new diet Monday. I promise Monday. Monday will come and go, and her diets are still going to continue to fail. I don't know what she has against portion control, eating healthy, but she should really try it. And since she can't do it alone, maybe she should hire a professional to help her. Let's look at these replies. Brianna said, I'm curious how she doesn't pass out from all the sugar she eats. I know. I don't know how she doesn't feel like absolute crap after. Oh, and then the Foodie Beauty sock account who threatened me yesterday with a lawsuit. Hi, Foodie Beauty sock account number 855. Charles Reed said, are you a nutritionist? You don't have to be a nutritionist to know she's diabetic and she eats like crap. And then she thinks just because she's eating now for a meal of 2, a meal for a family of 2 instead of a meal for a family of 6, that she's magically okay. It's not. She's still eating grease, fat, sugar, carbs, salt, all of that. And you know what? The human body can only take so much. She's 350 pounds overweight? Think of all the pressure on her heart, her lungs, everything. She really should take this seriously. But I'm sure tomorrow, we'll have a McDonald's mukbang? Lauren said, what, girl? Let me help you. Please, this ain't it. Brianna replied, the weirdest thing is that she's just chilling in front of a camera and doesn't care about her eating disorder, and she calls her Muslim now. Wow. Brianna said, you need a therapist. I'm going to like that comment. Canny said, are you not afraid of a heart attack? Why even ask? Of course you're not afraid. If you were and loved yourself even a little, you would be kinder to your body. Sandy asked, why don't you get Ozempic prescription over there? It might actually help you lose weight because you have proven you can't do it on your own. Wasn't she on Ozempic before? I feel like she didn't give it a chance. A lot of people have success with it. She should try it. Her and Amberlynn Reed give up before they start. They self-sabotage. Misty Bell said, you're not fooling anyone. We all know you had a full meal before you started the video. Before or after or both. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if it was both. Joni's Journey said, serious question, Chantel. How can you be so self-aware about things when explaining to us why you failed at something, but seem oblivious to the nonsense you begin telling yourself the minute you decide something? You should have long ago realized you cannot trust what your brain tells you. Amen to that. You cannot trust what your brain tells you, Foodie. Please listen to that. Joni continues, You really need to find a good therapist and give them total truth, total control over your decisions and see what happens. You cannot do this yourself clearly. You know the definition of insanity, right? I actually have loved watching you for years, so I'm not a hater. This was really good advice. And the definition of insanity, I know in A we learned, doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. And that's exactly what Foodie Beauty does. She'll try 100 more different diets, thinking it's going to be different. She'll probably throw in a water fast again. She will fail every single time because she can't do it alone. She just needs to suck it up and realize she needs to ask for help. But the thing with addiction, we can want it all we want for somebody else. She will not ask for help until she's ready. She won't. And it's scary to think what her rock bottom will be. All right, let's continue. No, Stoon said, lately I have to watch your mukbangs more than once because I end up spacing out and not listening to you. Nathan said, hey, sweetheart, why are you still self-soothing with food? Great question. Maxie said, definitely preparing herself for Monday. But considering she wrote, actually, I'm still hungry, she did. Towards the end of the mukbang or at the end, I can't remember now. She wrote, actually, I'm still hungry. Anyways, let's repeat this. Definitely still preparing herself for Monday, but considering she wrote, actually, I'm still hungry, I doubt the diet meal will be sufficient. Let's look at the replies. Oh, Foodie Beauty sock account, Charles Reed. You people literally want her to sit there and starve. She clearly said it's the only thing she ate that day. Jade said, yeah, but it's not the only thing she will eat today. She says all the time she usually binges at night. Max replied at Charles Reed, she already tried starving. Comment by Jessie, who said the lemonade alone is at least 300 calories. Don't even want to think about the rest of the meal. The sauce alone is at least 300 also. You guys, we need to talk about this tweet. So I decided in between editing and looking at comments, I wanted to see what was going on Twitter. Let's read this tweet from Jules at Jules the Hoovian. They said, Foodie Beauty before and after. What happens after 20 plus years of family coddling and never suffering consequences? This awful person with a defiance disorder says she's better looking than 90% of us. Look at how Chantel used to look. Look at her now. What the hell happened? Thinking about it, I can imagine what happened. Foodie Beauty was never told no. With people like Chantel, it's easier to give them what they want sometimes rather than dealing with them. And then also addiction. Addiction affects so many of us. She's been in it for a long time now, though. A long time. It's sad to see the difference. It really is. It's shocking. So to close out this video, I want to talk about Foodie Beauty's community post where she showed Harry number 10. It is from 8 hours ago, but she wrote, Howard the cute mouse, my boy, and spelled it B-O-I-I-I-I-I. Oh my gosh, again, she's almost 40 years old. I want to point out, I don't think this is the same hamster. The original one, wasn't he more of an orange? The markings are different every picture she shows of a hamster. Even though they're similar, they're not identical. And I want to point out, last time she showed him, he had a wig on. This time he has a hat on. If you zoom into his poor little ears, there's something going on. So that's why she's putting a wig and a hat, but unfortunately we can still see his ears. Hamsters are delicate. Like, you can't mess around, you can't wait around. We know she won't take him to a vet, but a concerned VIB did tell her, and their username is Howie is a hamster. They said, I love Howie, he's so cute. I was just wondering if he has been scratching his ears a lot though. They look a little dry and maybe even swollen here. They do, which can be a sign of several things. I just thought you might want to know since you are new to hamsters. I automatically was thinking ear mites. I don't know. She won't know unless she actually takes him to a vet, which she knows she won't. We know she won't. But I just wanted to talk about it. It sucks. Like, Foodie Beauty has no right owning any animal. She doesn't care. We see how she treats her body, her own body. We see how she won't even do basic things, such as take care of her hygiene, bathe, wash your hands, brush your teeth, at least look kept. Why would anybody think she can take care of a precious animal? She can't.